Hello, Mizzou esports fans, and happy Veterans Day. We'd like to welcome you into the booth here on this wonderful Tuesday evening for some Marvel Rivals. Got a good matchup in store today, and what can we expect today?
A confident, calm, and composed Marvel Rivals. You know, last time we saw them, they were pretty close match with everything. Dominated in domination, but then fell short on a couple others. Really, really close matchups. But yeah, we're hopefully gonna sweep this time.
Yeah. Looking for a good game here against North Georgia. We got a ban phase coming in. Daredevil first ban for North Georgia. Jeff the Shark banned for Mizzou. They'll protect Hella. Very powerful team up between Hella and Namor. Certainly will look to see if Backstab Bud will go Namor and use that Hella team up. Protection for Emma Frost comes through for North Georgia, and Magneto gets banned.
Maybe the Hella pick is for Flyers, you know, Human Torch. Last time I think we struggled a bit against that. But yeah, I mean, aim, hit scan, we'll hope. But here we go, Mizzou with their next ban, Venom.
Yeah, they choose Venom.
Anti-dive, maybe. You know, we were tired of getting Venom last game, so and protecting the Strange as well here for Mizzou.
Yeah, portal usage so huge in these matchups, especially when it comes to domination and comes to protecting the point. As sides flip, Mizzou actually are where the no worries. Mizzou were the ones banning Daredevil, protecting Frost, which makes sense. Their tanks, we saw Mingler love to use Frost this season, especially. Hella does get protected, which I believe also does benefit Mizzou, especially if one of their secondary DPSs wants to enact that new team up. The update did come out 2 days ago, so unfamiliar for sure, as Mizzou elects to ban Namor. So they don't want anybody using that team up at all. So Backstab Bud will most likely alternate to a different pick. We can see Star-Lord come out here.
Both teams are really anti-dive there. I mean, banning Venom, saving Hella as well, and then banning Namor. Maybe Mizzou's leaning towards that dive comp, but from what we can see from the picks right now, I don't believe so. And you got the first pick from Mangler already, you know, picking that Emma Frost, locking her in. Backstab Bud on the Winter Soldiers now.
Bucky. I have not seen Backstab Bud play Bucky.
On the Bucky.
Will certainly be an interesting choice here as as he switches to Star-Lord. That's what we're more used to seeing that out of Backstab Bud. We saw that Star-Lord being used in game 1 a few weeks ago and just absolutely shredded them.
Exactly. And as expected, both teams no dive comps at all, and I believe we're both running a 2-2-2.
Yep. Standard stock format for both sides, and in this map so stretched out through the middle, you got to have that middle section.
Exactly.
You'll see as we're off and away here.
Right off the bat, portal to the point by both teams.
Yeah. Oh. Interesting portal play here from Mingler.
Oh, he's just scouting out.
Using it to scout it.
Okay.
Using it solely to scout as they portal onto the point. Or the portal onto their spawn.
I mean,
their
Emma Frost just came through and got wiped by our team. Just solo through the portal, and they're already down the Emma Frost, and now
their team
is kind of staggered.
In which they have immunity once within their spawn. I don't know. That might have been a scout as well and a misclick.
I think it was a misclick. I mean, I don't know because he came through and he choked. And maybe their team's supposed to rush through. Who knows? But here we go. Now we're on the point, and I mean, Doctor Strange extremely close to dying and will fall to Evan.
Yeah, able to hold them back, though, and they claim the first bit of the point. So starting the charge now is Mizzou.
Mizzou going strong, pushing the North Georgia all the way back into their spawn, especially when their team is slightly staggered as well, with both tanks falling right off the bat. And now North Georgia pushing back up. Mizzou forced to back up a little bit. Root wall coming through. Mizzou pushed back all the way into the point now. Invis ult will come through for Mizzou, and so does the amplifier from Rocket. North Georgia's Strange will fall once again. We are down one healer though. And now Evan looking for a grab. Does grab a healer. Does not kill her though, but I mean, does stagger the team a little bit. Emma Frost falling for North Georgia as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this Groot setup here from Stratocaster. Walls on the roof so you can get that extra bit of chip damage when players are hit.
Exactly, and look at Mizzou patiently waiting behind the wall, not taking unnecessary damage, just keeping them off, waiting for them to come through.
Maintaining the point. They know that they don't have any Strange Portal. There's no way for them to get to their supports who are just feeding them from the back. Yeah,
and oh my God,
comes out and gets instantly wiped.
I mean, Mingler right there just choke slammed their Psylocke out of her ult. That was crazy. A counter to their ult, and Evan will fall. Both DPSs will fall for Mizzou. So does Emma Frost, and now Mizzou kind of staggered, struggling a bit here. But I mean, we still got 92%, 95 maybe, and now Invisible Girl just staying on the point and just trying to get everything they can out of it before eventually handing it over to North Georgia. But 95% racked up so far for Mizzou, and definitely in control of this game now. Exactly. And now we're just looking to regroup back, getting everyone to the point.
Yeah, rallying everybody once again. You can see Backstab Bud here going for a flank.
And it will be a Star-Lord off back there. Backstabber going back and ulting
goes
as well. Looking for that kill onto their own Star-Lord. And will get taken out by Bucky, but I mean, both teams here.
Great work from Trixman on the Rocket to be able to counter ult with his Rocket ult.
And now Skier going for another healing ult, claiming the point for Mizzou. Mizzou claiming the point back.
Yeah, Mizzou definitely dropping now and had a little bit of that time. But there's Vice's ult that comes out, and down goes
Mingler.
Mingler's
down. Evan is also down. I mean, Mizzou once again staggered, forced to be pushed back into their spawn.
But great work from Skier and Mokatron. You saw how they were healing each other in order to combat the Star-Lord ultimate.
Exactly. They were doing the healer's dance.
Yes.
Just healing each other. Unkillable right there. And now Mizzou regroup back, pushing up again for a last, maybe not last attempt, but another good attempt, since North Georgia is catching up on the percentages. Groot online. An Agamotto will come out for North Georgia. Does not pick up anyone, I believe, but Mocha Evan will fall, so does Groot for Mizzou. And now it's in OT, and Mizzou's falling apart here. I mean, North Georgia takes the first domination.
Yeah, I mean, you completely saw a collapse there from Mizzou. Went up 95% to 0. And then North Georgia claimed the point and then held that kind of wall into the area. And from there, just a complete control there. And now look at their ult charges. You've got 3 people on the cusp of getting an ult once again for North Georgia. Mizzou deplenished. And you see a scenario where they go take game 1.
I mean, what happened there? What went wrong, you know? I mean, we had like what, 3 push attempt back onto the point, and every time we just kind of maybe overheated, you know, went in one by one maybe. But
I mean, you see how powerful it is to be the first person to control the point, especially on that area of the map. You know, this one's a little different. There's a lot more ledges, there's a lot more flanking ability, but yeah, we'll see Strange Portal come out. We'll see if it's an actual teleportation or if it's going to be. It's going to be a teleport onto the point. They do not want to lose that point. I'm not going to use it.
I do believe North Georgia as well is setting up for a portal now, and they will portal right behind them. Strange shields coming out, trying to block them, but does not happen. I mean, Emma Frost ult coming through, and so is Bucky's ult. Evan will fall, but I mean, Mizzou's hanging in there.
Yeah, backstab Bud's working.
answering back with their own 3 kills onto North Georgia now. And Luna ult coming out. And Mizzou will take the first point.
Yeah, you look at this game and how it's been going so far. Backstab Bud been able to get back into it, and you saw they came through the portal, and he was able to DPS them down. You know, they were too bunched up. He was able to get a great back bumper ability off left shift, and you know.
Exactly. I mean, and now you see Evan on the corner there, trying to look for a sneaky flank, flanking in, and he will fall to the Star-Lord, but
yeah, here comes the ult from Backstab Bud, and just another counter ult from the Rocket. Just not going to be able to do anything.
And Strange will fall as well. Straddle will fall for Mizzou. So does Mingler now. And now Mizzou kind of staggered again, forced to push back.
Yeah,
we're only up by 40%.
North Georgia takes the point now, and now they're back in control of this game.
Mizzou has to find their footing now here. I mean, we're about to have 3 ults online while North Georgia does have 4 ults, but looking at it, we still got a chance, you know?
Yeah, as Backstab Bud able to pick up a kill there, and now furthering in.
Yeah,
Strange
North
is low
Georgia,
as Quad Squad will fall.
Exactly. No more tanks for North Georgia. They're forced to be pushed back now. Trying to hang on to the point from the side right there. They will pop a... Everyone's popping their ults now.
Yeah, Emma Frost ult comes out. Invisible Woman comes out for Mizzou. Now Invisible Woman comes out for North Georgia, as Dr. Strange ult also for North Georgia. Mocha comes in with the
Luna ult now,
Snow ult.
answering back, and I mean, we should have the advantage here. You know, they don't have another healing ult. And
yes,
Evan
gets canceled out of his Psylocke ult.
Mizzou now falling to North Georgia. I mean, I think we just overextended there.
Yeah, we just got too far in, overextended, and then kind of got punished for it. They wanted to start getting big percentage points back. They wanted to get a larger team wipe. They wanted more than the tanks.
Exactly. They went, I mean, as you can see with Evan there, trying to push through into the back line, but Bucky just grabbed her right off her ult. And now Mizzou's regrouping back, you know, pushing them back into the point. But, I mean, I don't know. We do backstab with the... We'll get taken out by Ember Frost as well.
Yeah, just a very impressive run so far from North Georgia, as we're now in overtime here. Evan able to activate his ult this time, but nothing to show for it, and the overtime clock will run out, and another game will go to North Georgia. So that'll be game 1 that goes to North Georgia as they beat Mizzou 2-0 in domination. We saw Mizzou domination last match, but this time just falling up short. What do you think happened in between the lines there?
I think we just overextended too much. We overheated, you know. That last push right there, it's just every time we get staggered. Every time we split off into different sections of the map. Flankers not getting enough value on their flanks, and I think we're just falling apart.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. And you kind of saw a less than ideal performance from some of the better players. You saw Backstab Bud. He goes to that Star-Lord pick that he loves to go to, but instead of utilizing his ult when he needs to, he was ulting into Rocket ults. He was ulting into Invisible Woman ults, it was just it would constantly fall short, and then that's very uncharacteristic of Backstab Bud. He'll normally bait out those types of ults, and then when they run out, they know they have no ult charge, no support ults at all. He'll go in with the Star-Lord ult, and he'll normally get 2 to 3 kills, and that's how they can reclaim these points. But, you know, just not a great showing from Mizzou, and definitely have to round it out into this next game.
We just couldn't get around the counters, you know, didn't bait out enough and used the ult kind of prematurely.
Yeah.
Especially with the, I mean, Psylocke ult, again, I think we got countered like 3 times with the grab.
Yep.
Every time we popped it, and just didn't get enough value from the DPSs that game.
Yeah. We'll send it to a quick break here. We'll join you for game 2 in just a moment. Welcome back to the desk here at Missouri Esports for Game 2 of this matchup, Marvel Rivals versus North Georgia. If you're just tuning in, Mizzou dropped Game 1 in a 2-0 defeat on domination. We'll now be alternating to, I believe, will be Payload. And, yeah, you know, we're going to go to draft now, see how it stacks up. Daredevil ban comes out from Mizzou once again, banning the newest hero in the game. Jeff the Shark ban comes out for North Georgia once again. So,
I mean, this looks like the same ban and
same bans and protect so far as Hella comes. It gets activated. You know, you could maybe see a Rocket ban. You could maybe see a support ban in there.
Exactly.
Try and force a 2 support comp out because they were so
that was our
dominant
main
with the 3
problem.
support. Yeah.
Now protecting the Emma Frost once again.
Just getting Mingler his main, getting him in a position where he can be comfortable. As Magneto is banned again, I believe, by Mizzou. So
I mean, Magneto it's understandable for, you know, Backstab to have Magneto banned, especially with the ult as well. It's like basically a counter to his ult. So, but I mean, it does look to be the exact same ban comp from the last game.
Yes.
I'm wondering what adjustment Mizzou will make this time around to answer back and win one game back.
We'll see if Namor gets banned here in this final slot for Mizzou.
Mizzou switching it up a bit with the Captain America here.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be looking at a more aggressive dive comp maybe.
As there's the ban. Yep, support ban. So they elect to go support ban over banning Namor to prevent the Hella team up. And so
Rocket ban.
Yeah. Rocket ban. So that brings well, obviously you can see Mokatron as pre-queued Rocket, but that might be a signal to ban. You'll see Quad Squad, who was their Rocket last game, I believe, have to go. And you instantly see some in Vils. You'll see the Hella team up come out instantly on both sides as Backstab Bud goes for the Namor, and Evan will be on Hella. So, you know, just the power of that new team up that we see is just so broken.
I mean, the comps are looking awfully similar here, with only Doctor Strange and Emma Frost being the difference. Maybe this is
pretty much a mirror matchup between the two sides. And you know, the second that Namor didn't go, just ended up going here. Backstab Bud. We've seen him on Namor before, as Skier's going for a risky Penny lineup. We'll see how that ends up. Those are the type of things I see on like TikTok, where it's like a
clip farming. He's trying
to get a clip.
He's clip farming. I mean, I don't believe he got anyone yet. I think they figured it out, especially since they're on the point now. But
I mean, we'll see when they get released here if the Penny lineup has worked.
It was a good attempt from Mizzou. I mean, with the Penny, and he switched right back to Captain America as well.
Yeah.
Now you see Mizzou kind of splitting off two.
Yeah, the Cap is flanking and Emma taking a more standard tank role. We see the first use of the team up come out as Namor side. You see those big green pillars rise from the ground. You know, that's when the Namor Namor team up has been activated. Reminder, the team up allows Namor to have these pillars that slow and reduce healing. And on death, for both Namor and Hella, a squid will spawn and deal small turret damage for about 4 to 5 seconds.
And now Mizzou, I mean, knocking out 3 already. We do believe we're capturing the point. You know, we're making advancements.
Yeah. And payload has been captured, and Mizzou will start the push.
Out to a strong start. We're moving up strong. I mean, I don't think we dropped anyone that fight from Mizzou's side. And now North Georgia pushed all the way back, and 2 flankers already. Stratocaster looking for the perfect flank now for the dive. Will get spotted out, but diving in straight into the front line. I mean, Strange is awfully low, and he will get healed up. Good attempt. Evan will take out Strange, though. Never mind. And now North Georgia is down a tank.
Yeah, and you look at how they've been operating so far in this game. Mizzou, with only one on the payload. Now they're getting it in full motion.
They got full control right now, and Mokatron will counter back from the Snow Bunny mind control with her own Luna ult.
Yeah, the Emma ult does come out, and then the instant counter from Mizzou as Hella ult down now on top of the Invisible Woman ult, and just going to work is Evan, but at the cost of leaving their team behind. Stratocaster not able to get back in time in order to help tank, and Backstab Bud will peel back, meaning North Georgia for the first point in this game has control of the payload.
I think the ult plays were good right there. You know, I think we just fell short somehow, some way, but I think we timed our counter ults with the Luna and the Invis ult pretty well, and now both teams does not really have any ults to play with, though Strato will pop the Captain America ult, does get strangled, but effectively pushing the team back, and Mizzou now does have the payload once again. Hella ult will come through for North Georgia, instantly gets snapped out for ult.
Yeah, just a complete change of pace here from what we saw in the first stage of this game, as down goes Mingler.
And Mizzou will fall once again.
Only Scare and Backstab Bud remain. Backstab Bud have been playing very passive. Not much from him, as long-range shots will fall in.
Just destroying the squids and making sure the squids are not alive. And now Mizzou regroup, trying to attack from the side, now onto the point, taking an angle onto the payload. And now Backstab on the flank, and Snow Bunny mind control will come out for Mizzou. Answers right back from North Georgia. So along with the Luna ult as well.
Yeah, Luna ult as a double backup, and an Emma Frost ult of their own.
And now Mizzou having 4 ults to play with, 2 support ult as well. So I mean, we're in a pretty good position here to take the.
Yeah, as Luna ult will come out from Mokatron. You know, you saw the Doctor Strange ult get popped, and quick counter ult, but not enough to save them, as 4 go down at the same time. And now only a minute 45 left to try and get this payload to the next station.
It's just hard to see what Mizzou is doing wrong here. I mean, I feel like we having all the tools to play with. You know, we're in a good spot, and all of a sudden, everyone just falls.
Yeah, just a complete dominant end from
North Georgia right now.
North Georgia. Very well used Namor ults, as well as 2 very well used support ults from North Georgia. Kind of took control of this game. But now here comes Mizzou, able to pick up 1. Mingler just continues to alternate. You see that crystal blows up, and just using Emma Frost so well, as Namor ult comes in and falls short for Backstab Bud. He'll bubble away.
And Mocha and Mingler will fall once again, and this forces Mizzou to once again get pushed all the way back.
Yeah, only 1 support, and just the entire team peels back.
I mean, I don't know what's going on right now. You know, we seem such like we're in such a good spot, and somehow we just fall apart. But
yeah. Stratocaster and Evan also with their ults. On the flip side, Namor and Vils will have their ult for North Georgia.
Now Evan looking for a flank now, especially with her Hella ult as well. And Stratocaster is also in the Captain America ult. Mizzou effectively pushing back North Georgia, but then North Georgia with the Luna ult and the Emma Frost ult, countering back, pushing back Mizzou once again, and Mizzou has to touch the point here to go to OT. and they will. Agamotto coming out. Stratocaster and Backstab will fall. Skirdo answers back with a counter. Both healers all are live. And Mizzou struggling to stay onto the point, and now it'll be OT coming out.
Yeah, Hella ult comes out and just trying to, instantly going for the Namor on the top ledge as Luna ult comes out and Mizzou able to take control of the point now. Mizzou advancing the point, trying to get it to the halfway mark before and get another point. And they will. A huge conversion for Mizzou as a excellent Hella ult from Evan is able to control this game and flip it on its head. And now a minute 20 to work with and a final checkpoint in their sights.
I mean, that was a great push right there. Final push, final chance for Mizzou. We hung in there, you know, even with our team staggered at the end there. I mean, I think the Invisible Woman was the only one alive on the actual payload. And
yeah, very good ult as well from Mokatron, who we saw that Luna Snow ult come out on top of the point and was able to actually make North Georgia retreat and Mizzou recapture.
And now we see North Georgia super staggered on the leaderboard, and Mizzou just pushing them way back into their spawn.
Momentum completely flipped on their heads, and now Backstab Bud going to work. Mokatron advancing the point now. They'll do 2 on the point and the rest in attack, trying to keep them contained as Emma Frost goes to work, and
Evan will fall.
Yeah, just a unfortunate run in there with the enemy Namor as Dr. Strange gains his ult. 3 ults for both sides. We'll see how they get utilized in this one. Now 4, 5 ults. Agamotto comes out for Dr. Strange.
Does
Quad
get
Squad,
countered by Mingler, and Mingler popping ults all around. Everyone's just throwing all that they got.
Yeah, and just a flurry of ultimates around the board, and you know, both sides now only with 1 left after that Emma Snow activation. It'll be time runs out for Mizzou.
We're not in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Not in a bad spot.
Almost 100 meters distance, which is great for a payload, but now tasked with holding Northern Georgia to the same thing. We'll see if similar team comps come out. Looks like Mizzou's pretty steady on what they want. We'll see if we have any alternation in North Georgia's plans. Doesn't look to be any different at all to me.
Yeah, I mean, they're running the same comp. Maybe the Captain America. No, I mean,
Emma Frost and Dr. Strange would be the only 2 different, and that's because Mingler is very tested in a Dr. Strange main, or as a Emma Frost main.
Exactly. And North Georgia are switching up Invis to Cloak and Dagger now. Maybe trying to get the old, push this up more with the streak as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the versatility between almost being a DPS.
North Georgia also trying the penny lineup there.
Yeah.
Does not get any value.
Yeah, another interesting go at that. It's a very low risk,
strat,
high reward. Yeah, it's a low risk, high reward, right? If it works out, then it's incredible. And
if it doesn't, you don't get punished at all.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work out, you swap characters and just run how you normally would. Here's a Stratocaster trying to hide away in the corner for a flank, but is able to get spotted. Mingler controlling the middle lane as Evan will rotate around right side.
It does spot out the Captain America there, and I mean, the rest of North Georgia just going up onto that building as well.
Yeah, Mingler will peel off once Evan saw the Captain America.
Cap now diving onto the Namor. I mean, Cap super low as well. Does not get taken out, but are forced to go back to the healers, stop the pressure onto the back line. And I mean, now Strato trying to get some damage onto. Has to be careful though, he is super low.
Yeah, Stratocaster going into the enemy backline and trying to get as much damage as possible as Backstab Bud also low, but a great Invisible Woman shield comes in. Backstab Bud now working against 2 other people
I mean, this is a weird angle now because North Georgia seems to be the defending team. I mean, everyone's in the back CT side, and North Georgia does fall 4 players. Only the tanks are alive now, and they're super staggered, just waiting. And I think Quad is also strange portaling, and Backstab did spot them out doing that, and now they're prepared. Coming through the backside as well. Strato now running through the building, trying to find a flank. Mingler holding them off on the front line, and both teams just going at it, head to head. Shadow is super low though. Both healers of Mizzou will fall. So does Evan, so does Mingler as well. And now Mizzou crumbling. Everyone will fall for Mizzou. Backstab hanging on there. And now it will be Namorov. Everyone rushing onto Backstab.
Yeah. Just weed them out one by one and try to stop any attempt that they can from taking over the payload. The more staggered this team is, and the less they are in one lane, they'll...
Exactly. But now Mizzou sitting on 5 ults now compared to the about to be 3 from North Georgia. We do have the toys to play with. We do have the ammunition to bounce back. But now we're just holding this choke point here.
Absolutely. Potentially see a combo here between 2 ults. So Emma Snow ult comes down for Mizzou.
Luna, and everyone's just popping their ults now.
Yeah, just an ult fest, and you
Ooh,
know,
Mingler now.
Mingler getting 2.
Mizzou just wiped out 5 players. I mean, I can comfortably say we got the good value out of those ults that were popped, and now Mizzou sitting at a comfortable spot, just going back to the choke point. Slightly bad timing there for Backstab to come save the day.
Yeah.
But, I mean, things happen. Both teams are back at it, though.
Yeah, fighting alongside that middle lane where the payload will go through. This is where we saw Mizzou have struggles when they were on offense. We'll see if North Georgia runs into this very same issue.
Backstab just putting some slight pressure there onto the back line of North Georgia. And now both teams, Skier does have the healer's ult as well. And Mingler has to be careful though, falling low. But Skier will pop the Invis ult. So does North Georgia with the Cloak and Dagger, answers right back. And now Mizzou is falling. 4 players down for Mizzou 5. Make it all 6.
Yeah, entire team wiped from North Georgia, and they're about to easily coast themselves to this next checkpoint.
Mizzou has to answer back here. I mean, now 2 minutes to spare. Now 3:45 on the clock for North Georgia. Both teams just holding off the choke point right here. Playing behind cover, playing patiently. Backstab once again looking for a push and does get spotted out and does get low. Strato diving the back line once again, trying to get some value. Does forced to be pushed back though. They do force the Luna Snow ult. Mocha answers right back with her own. And now Skier about to have her ult as well. I mean, both teams Backstab getting 2 and Mingler getting 2 as well. Mizzou here taking control now. Does have the payload on lock, pushing it back.
Yeah, now in control, and this is a very, very nice point that Mizzou is in. They have control of the upper level. They can kind of utilize this location where the payload currently sits.
Exactly. They do have the choke point, and Mizzou does have the ults to counter other ults with now. And now Strato coming back to the team, not doing the flanking anymore. Strato does pop the Captain America ult, forces the Cloak and Dagger ult as well onto the point, and now Mizzou getting pushed back. We have to regroup in the back now to not get split off, and Mizzou hanging on there pretty good, pretty nice. And Mingler will pop her ult as well as Hella's ult. Answering back, pushing back North Georgia effectively here, back into the choke point.
Yeah, you kind of just see the ultimate usage from both sides very well. Evan's ult gets popped out there, and
Evan with the 2 kills. Traits are coming through. 3 players down for North Georgia. Now 4. Now 5. And Backstab with a flank. The sandwich right there.
Yeah, great work from Backstab, but you saw the squids come down. You saw Namor's abilities just kind of chipping away at the back of those players, and it led to them getting this payload back and putting this game back in their control. A minute 19 left for North Georgia to get all the way to the yellow marker on the top of your screen.
Exactly, exactly. And now both teams close to that Luna ult as well. Backstab trying to run away. Will fall, though. And now Luna ult will come out for North Georgia, pushing back Mizzou. And Mizzou's now staggered. 1 tank down. Mocha looking for the perfect opportunity to push back, take back control for Mizzou, and they have to do something here.
Yeah,
Mizzou has to push on to the point, and they...
Yeah. Just complete laps there from Mizzou, and that'll end it 2-0 as North Georgia goes up 2-0 on Mizzou. And yeah, no, just another poor performance in this matchup. And you kind of saw towards the end there Mizzou fighting back, clawing back as best as they could, but North Georgia overpowered them, was able to get on the point, control it, and capture it, push it all the way to the line. So the payload round will end in 3-2. What do you have to say about this matchup in this game?
I mean, that last few seconds right there, I expected the Luna ult to come out a bit more sooner. We had to get them to OT, stop the cart to pushing through. I think we just waited a bit too long there. Everyone was alive, so we were not staggered. We just did not communicate well with the push, or we just held off for too long. And now we hopefully need to take a 3-peat, 3 straight games there to now win back some games and hopefully clutch out the match.
Yeah, certainly they're definitely facing from behind. They definitely have a lot of ground to make up in this matchup, and you kind of look at the tail of the tape so far, and they're really gonna have to ramp it up on the defensive end or on the offensive end. They've ramped it up on the defensive end. You kind of saw during that payload match they were able to control those points for a little bit, but when it comes to reclaiming the points, once they lost them for a very long time.
Yeah, it's like a snowball effect. We hold them off. We held them off pretty good right there at the end with the choke point on the main entrance there. We got a lot of pushes. We countered them back, and we had ults to play with at the end as well. I mean, I think ult utilization right there was fine. I think it's just that last second. The Luna ult had to come through, had to push them back, and we just misjudged it. So, I mean, it will be fine. We still got one more round, I believe.
Yeah, we got, I believe it is a best of
it's
5.
Just cart. Yeah.
Best of 5. It is a best of 5.
So we do have one more chance, and now we will go on a short break.
Yeah, we'll send to a short break here, and we'll catch you here soon for Game 3. Welcome back, and we are about to head into Game 3 here. And we'll hop straight into draft.
Draft pick again, once again. And North Georgia will continue with the Jeff ban here and saving the Hella.
Yeah, Mizzou on the other side, banning Namor after the Hella save. So while we saw that team up being utilized last time, it's been negated once again here going into Game 3, similar to what we saw in Game 1. Protection for Emma Frost once again. Mingler, the reason behind that, a Venom ban and a Doctor Strange save for North Georgia. As
Mizzou now does switch up from the Daredevil ban here with the Winter Soldier ban.
Yeah,
not trying to get grabbed, not trying to have that again
Yeah.
ult. And will protect the Psylocke as well. And now Mizzou with their final ban, trying to make their decision here.
Yeah, do we see Daredevil come out here as a ban? We see it's so consistent. It was the first thing they got rid of every single time.
Exactly. And
now they don't. They elect to go Magneto, so we'll potentially see Daredevil, the newest hero added to Marvel Rivals, being used in this game. Very interesting kit from Daredevil. We'll see what happens as Captain America gets banned on North Georgia's side. So we'll see Groot probably come out more frequently for
both teams having Groot online as well. And now Evan and Backstab going on Storm and Punisher.
Brand new DPSs for both of Missouri. You know, Storm and Punisher, very unique.
Exactly. Storm does have to be careful, though. North Georgia did save the Hella for the hit scan, so it can be a counter for Mizzou for Backstab here. But yeah, I think we can still play behind cover, still get good value out of it.
Yeah, and on the flip side, you've got a 3 tank, 3 support comp from North Georgia. You see Invisible Woman, Rocket, and Shadow, and
Invis.
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger there.
Come out, and Emma Frost, Groot, and Doctor Strange. So 3 tank, 3 support.
It is interesting, and it does work. Mizzou ran that last time against their last match, and we held them off perfectly well. We only had 1 point, but it didn't matter.
Very good for defense, especially.
Exactly, and now Backstab trying to push up, get some damage in, and Groot Wall coming through, blocking off the supports there, and now Groot falling really low there for North Georgia.
Yeah, first kill comes out. Stratocaster able to take down the opposing tank. Stratocaster with another one against Doc TTV.
And, now Mizzou's in a great spot now. 2 tanks are down for North Georgia. 2 supports as well will fall. And now Mizzou having the card.
Yeah, able to get the payload, and now they're really working in attack, and we've seen Mizzou in these situations had these opportunities before, and we've seen them drop the games, and so it's up to what happens if and when they could potentially lose this point.
Exactly. And now Mizzou just fighting off this choke point, finding Skewer will pop both Invis ult, will come out, canceling each other out, and now Mizzou holding on. Backstab, though, will pop the Storm ult, going for the backline push now. Does take out the Strange, but will fall to the Luna. Skier, though, will take out the Hella now. So North Georgia did go on the counter for Storm, picking the Hella for the hit scan. And now Luna ult will come out for North Georgia. They are staggered, though, so it is a questionable ult, I will say. Try to hang on there on the cart. Emma Frost and Luna, the only ones alive now.
Yeah, and you ult utilization. We see the first few ults come out. North Georgia with not a great Hella ult, and it just doesn't prevent Mizzou from pushing this payload.
Exactly. The Strange, though, is hanging on for dear life there onto the car, and he will get healed all the way back up. North Georgia pushing up once again. Groot ult comes through, only capturing the Strange, but now Mizzou killing 3 of North Georgia, and I think they're so close to taking point right here.
Yeah,
And they will do.
Yeah, great use from Backstab Bud there. Back on Star-Lord, a character we're pretty used to him running. But now in spawn switching to Psylocke. So Backstab Bud, very versatile, been switching around. We saw him start on Storm, then switch to Star-Lord, and now on Psylocke. As 3 ults in play for Mizzou, only 1 in play for North Georgia, as 96% on the Invisible Woman ultimate. So soon to be 2.
Exactly.
We'll see if Evan decides to activate the Punisher ultimate and try and force that Invisible Woman. Yeah, well, no, instead it will be Mingler activating an Emma Frost, and the counter ult from the Invisible Woman on North Georgia comes out.
Exactly. Mizzou will fall. 2 players left alive. Super staggered here. I mean, I think that Strange ult was a perfect play there for North Georgia, you know, targeting the back line, flying all the way to the back, and I mean, just disrupting the flow there of Mizzou, you know. And
Yeah.
Mizzou now on the counter, on the offense once again, pushing back up, and you see Backstab here going on the flank, doing some damage onto Mokatron. Will pop the Luna ult. North Georgia answers back with the Cloak and Dagger ult as well. Punisher ult will come out for Evan, doing lots of damage. With Backstab with the flank does take out Star-Lord there, and taking out as well. We're doing super crazy damage right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just all over them, and yeah, down they go.
Yeah, I mean, that's everyone gone for North Georgia. Now Mizzou pushing up the cart once again. Groot, Strato setting up for the push there onto the door.
Yeah, Groot wall setup comes in off the top of that gate. Yeah, and you see the Emma Frost instantly just trying to get it down. That is one of the best wall setups you can have for Groot, as you'll see it come down and get that extra little bit of damage every single time. Groot ult comes out, pulls everyone to that centralized point. We'll see if anybody's able to do anything with that. Punisher survives by a threat. Evan remains in this game and is able to get a back pick on the Hela.
Mizzou now having all the momentum they need, pushing through here. 3 minutes left on the clock as well, and I mean, we are down in ults, but we're not too far off. We still got Skier with her Invis ult still online, so I mean, we can still counter some things.
And Mizzou just trying to take control of all of these points. You know,
exactly.
Trying to be cautious not to overextend, though, as here comes a Star-Lord ultimate. Tried to counter with the Emma Frost. Wasn't able to stop it in time. Now Mizzou will kind of take a little bit of a backpedal.
And Evan here will fall. So does Backstab, just struggling to stay alive there. And he will fall as well. Now Mizzou staggered, forced to push back all the way into the spawn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's minor hiccup, you know, it's okay. We still got 2 minutes on the clock. We still are composed. We got 4 ults to play with as well. I mean, both teams are stacked on ults right now. And Evan will fall once again, but Mizzou hanging on there for dear life on in their spawn now.
Yeah, you know, you see Mizzou just trying to recoup and get back onto the point after losing it, and they've had struggle doing that all day. We could potentially see the Groot ult come out here from Stratocaster, but no shot.
Trying to take on an angle, and now Evan will counter ult the Hela ult, and I mean, North Georgia with the
Invisible Woman ult,
teams with the Invis ult now. Snow Bunny Mind Control will come out, and now North Georgia popping their other healers ult as well. And now Backstab will fall. Agamotto coming out for North Georgia. Now everyone's just popping their ults. Luna ult coming out. Mingler will pop her Snow Bunny Mind Control as well. It was
Yeah, you know, just a very well job at containing the point for North Georgia. You saw all the counter ults worked out in their favor, and now Mizzou kind of having to be in spawn for a second, letting North Georgia take control for a bit in order to recoup their whole team.
And now we have one final push left. I mean, the car has been pushed almost all the way back to the original gate already.
Yeah, I mean, just a very good job from North Georgia in this control late into this game, and gives them a huge advantage going into their attack.
Strato with the Groot ult coming through and does get taken out. Evan as well. And now backstab on the flank, distracting the back line. Will get taken out though. Mingler will take out the other Emma Frost and is about to fall, but does it. Agamotto coming out, and Invis will fall. So does Emma Frost, and now Mizzou ending the first half.
Yeah,
2 points is okay.
Yeah, solid performance, able to get the 2 gates down very quickly. The final push, you saw them get taken off that point, and you saw them not reclaim it. A huge mishap on the end of Mizzou. When it comes to reclaiming those points, they've been struggling all matchup. North Georgia very good at containing once they have control, especially over a stationary point, as we saw in domination, and as now we're seeing on the defensive end of Convoy. And so now it's up to North Georgia to put their best offensive foot forward. We're seeing similar comp being run from the last game.
Exactly, and now Stratocaster will switch off, and now Mizzou's running the 3-3, 3 tanks and 3 healers. I mean, this is exactly what we saw from last game,
Yeah, on
last
the flip
week.
side. Yeah.
And I mean, last time it worked perfectly well. The other team couldn't even get to the first point, and North Georgia here with a interesting pick onto the 3 DPSs here.
Yeah, Rocket will drop Res Beacon just in the range of those first couple of gates. So, yeah, instant quick revive. And, you can see in revive radius as of right there. So, great placement there from Stratocaster as game starts. And, yeah, it looks like Rocket will just blanket support as 2 tanks take control. Groot walling up behind the convoy.
Lamps are coming through from Loki. And, I mean, Mizzou's hanging on here perfectly well. You know, everyone's just kind of head-to-head right now. No one has fallen just yet. And the 3 healers are just going to work right there for the 3 tanks. And we're holding them off perfectly fine.
Yeah, both sides working well and holding each other off. As first one will fall, it'll be Evan falling the enemy. And then another kill comes in. Stratocaster will revive Evan, so we'll see the Groot right back in the fight here. But, you know, just a flurry of death so far from Mizzou. They've got 3, now 4 players who've been eliminated as Evan and Backstab Bud trying to find their way back to spawn. Portal comes out to hopefully assist in getting them back to that point. They're going to drop them on the ledge here, looks like.
Mizzou
full
push
team push,
through onto the portal as well. Now Judge Jury coming through for North Georgia's 4 ults coming through
4 ults
now.
coming through. Invisible Woman ult up for Mizzou, but quickly falls. And now here comes the tidal wave, and Missouri's entire team just completely wiped, and North Georgia in complete control of this matchup.
There's just too many ults. I mean, 4 ults came through there for North Georgia. A tank ult coming through and an Invis ult as well. And then 2 DPS ults just completely mows Mizzou down. And
very useful, especially when you combo that in Emma Frost ultimate with the Storm ultimate. You kind of all contain them in this one space. The tornado comes down and wipes them out. We saw Viosco on a huge streak there as both Doctor Strange also come out in a short period of time as they're trying to do everything in their power, but just great work from Cloak and Dagger, able to place a very good ult for North Georgia. And now on the alternating side, Mizzou trying to make something happen. Groot walls come up. Doc TV able to get DPS down.
Stratocaster now on the DPS rocket, just mowing people down. He got 3 kills already.
Yeah, just a very, very good job at dealing that damage over time. And I mean, it's a DPS character, but these other characters, they can deal so much damage in this short amount of time. A Rocket who can hit their shots is just as dangerous as any other damage-based hero in this game.
Exactly, especially up close and personal like that. You know, there's not really a a bloom you have to consider for.
Yeah, as Amplifier comes down for Mizzou.
And Mingler
so
will
as well.
pick up the kill onto Storm, and now Mizzou
Double kill from Skier.
answering back. 5 dead on North. Everyone's dead on North Georgia now. Mizzou answering back, taking the momentum and now pushing back the cart, holding North Georgia off. They only have 40 seconds left on the clock as well. I mean,
yeah, completely turned the tides of this game, and now you're looking, if you're North Georgia, you're looking down the barrel of what could be you getting kind of stuffed at this first point.
Exactly. And now Mizzou just has to be careful of the ults that can be used now from North Georgia. North Georgia now has almost 5 ults online as well. And Evan will fall from the group. And now North Georgia with a wave of ults coming through.
Yeah. Here's the combo once again of Storm and Emma Frost, but Mizzou able to retreat well enough, and we'll see if Invisible Woman walls come up for Mizzou. They do. And so now overtime been activated.
And
Backstab Bud
Agamotto.
ult comes in, Agamotto, but nothing to show for it, as able to stay alive is Evan. But
And
overtime here, and it's kind of just a flurry around the cart, as down goes multiple Mizzou players. They're down to their last 2. Backstab Bud trying to hold on the best he can on a 82 down to 0. Skier will stay in spawn. They'll let the North Georgia reclaim the cart and claim the point. So now 2 minutes and 30 seconds put back on the clock in order for them to try and get this middle sector pushed out.
Exactly. And, there's still hope for Mizzou here. Only 2 minutes on the clock, and they have to get all the way past the second point. And I think Mizzou can do it. Mizzou can answer back. We had our moment right there, pushing them all the way back and taking control there. I think we just kind of, once again, fell apart, especially with the group right there, Evan falling, just disrupting everything.
Ults came out, and what happened with Mizzou is that they were able to control the point. They were able to take it, but they weren't able to control it. They weren't able to keep it going. The second that they gained it, they lost it just as fast on the next push from North Georgia. North Georgia very coordinated in this one, as Emma Frost starting to laser down. Beam at full strength. Diamond comes down for her. We'll switch to Evan here on the Punisher, getting a little bit of chip damage away.
It's Skier now will pop their ult, and I believe a miscommunication there for North Georgia, popping both healers ult, and now Mocha will answer back with her own Luna ult.
Yeah, and definitely look to see the Punisher ult come out here. As if Evan just didn't get killed right there. Evan had the Punisher ult, had it activated, but they just got wiped down, and now once again they're at a disadvantage situation. Stratocaster has to sit and spawn and wait for the teammates to come back. Portal now active and online. He's going to go through the back entry gate.
Exactly, and now Mizzou coming through, Agamotto coming through. I believe does get 3 people.
Yeah, but here's the ult, Punisher ult from Evan. No support ults to counter it. Down goes 2, and third one weak, but he'll eventually fall as North Georgia trying their best to keep this one going. Just a little bit more to go before another clock reset.
I mean, this is high hopes here for Mizzou. Only 1 player left alive, and they will get taken out as well. Now Mizzou, 20 seconds on the clock, having the car and pushing it back now.
Yeah, slowly and steadily getting the car pushed back, but North Georgia just mere inches away from the gate.
And, Mizzou still has 2 ults to play with. Backstab will pop the Psylocke ult, and Mizzou now killing 3 players, and they have to touch the car, and I think
they don't get to.
Mizzou
they don't get to the card in time.
First point.
So Mizzou picks up their first point in this game, bringing it back to 2-1 in this best-of-5 series. Just great defensive pressure there. You saw they were able to reclaim the point, and they were able to do what we've been expecting of them to do up until this point, which is maintain it and keep the capture alive. And so now we'll go into Game 4. Believe we're going to be going back to domination, if I'm not wrong. And where North Georgia is really strong. What do you have to say from that matchup?
I think right at the end right there, we played that incredibly well, having 2 minutes on the clock and able to hold them off right there, especially with the backstab ult Psylocke right there at the end too. You know, completely taking out the back line, staggering them. No healers left alive for North Georgia there. But yeah, I think we played pretty well, and hopefully we can make the adaptation from the first game on domination and take this map, go into the next map, and take it all three-peat.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to win every game from here on out, and this is just step one. Able to get a game back, but still facing a deficit. You're still looking down at that 2-0 or that 2-1 deficit. Fighting back, so crucial to this game.
Exactly.
We're going to send it to a quick break here. We'll join you soon for Game 4 of this Marvel Rivals matchup. Welcome back to this Marvel Rivals matchup here. Game 4 impending. We've got a nice one here on Hellfire Gala map. Certainly a good one. Looking forward to this matchup. We've got a 2-1 deficit for Mizzou going into this best of 5 games. So we're going to go to draft here and see how it's working. Hella instantly banned,
I mean, Sum was doing crazy damage on that Hella.
Yeah, you saw kind of
That
utilization
consistency.
for the more team up as well as now. Hella's was such a good usage character for them. Wanted to get that gone. Bucky protection comes in. We saw Bucky insta-ban from Mizzou last time in the first slot. So alternating the strategy, just kind of toggling between Hella and Bucky to protect. As Emma Frost's protection comes in, per usual, for Mingler. We'll see him use Emma once again. And we get a Doctor Strange ban. We saw.
Interesting here.
Yeah, I believe Quad Squad was the Doctor Strange user for North Georgia. Will now be without it as Psylocke ban comes in. As we saw Stratocaster, or not Stratocaster, we saw Backstab using Psylocke as the DPS of choice. Magneto protection will come in for North Georgia.
I mean, this is a complete different ban and protect, setup we have seen the past 2 games so far, and I think both teams are finally making adjustments, finding each other's game and now adjusting to it.
Yeah, absolutely. As Captain America protection will come in, we'll definitely see most likely Stratocaster or we'll most likely see Stratocaster on that.
On the Cap, and Mingler once again on the Emma Frost, and now Mizzou with the final ban. Let's see what they will do. And I
wouldn't be shocked. I mean, there's probably not going to be a Namor here, considering Hell has already been banned. They're going to go Rocket once again. Worked out very well for them last time.
Exactly.
Able to take away one of their key healers.
Maybe now we can run the.
Oh, whoa! a very unusual ban as Invisible Woman will get banned. You know, we saw both sides utilizing her ultimate in the last game. Maybe they think with the comp that they're running, or they're about to try and run, that Invisible Woman ultimates could be too stifling.
And now Skier will pivot over to the Mantis pick as well.
Yeah, very unusual pick. Obviously, the toggling between damage and health boost is very, very useful for Mantis, as well as the sleep ability. I think that Mizzou might think that they're going to go with a dive format here, which they haven't. North Georgia, they elect going Magneto and Captain America for tanks. They've got Bucky and Storm for DPS, and they have Emma Frost and Cloak and Dagger as their supports. So a team that'll get up in your face, but still can also fight from range in terms of composition for North Georgia. Mizzou, very similar comp. Yeah, you know, you kind of have the Star-Lord Bucky who can deal damage in middle distances. The Mantis, who's able to combat the Captain America when Captain America will come eventually running through. And yeah, you know, there's that little bit of dive combat for the Captain America choices from both sides. Mantis, a huge one in this game.
Now Mizzou will get the first, I mean, we're not touching just yet on the point, but we're just hanging around. Emma Frost here, Mingler, will get first contact with everyone. Captain America dive from North Georgia all the way in the back of Mizzou, but I mean, Mizzou now taking full control on the point, pushing them all the way back, and two players of both teams will fall, but now Mizzou falling. Two players dead, 3, 4 now. I mean, some just going ham on the Winter Soldier now.
Yeah, and instantly taking over is North Georgia. They'll have the first control of the point. We saw Mizzou take first control of the point in the initial domination in Game 1, but now it's North Georgia as they'll push a little bit beyond point to try and hold them at bay.
Exactly. Now Mizzou grouped up once again, trying to push through, get some pick damage. Backstab here, looking for a side angle now. A slight flank, just distracting the Captain America from diving, stopping him, and now, I mean, Cap will fall, and now North Georgia with the Winter Soldier ult, I believe. And now, once again, Skier, though, will pop the Cloak and Dagger ult, trying to get the team onto the point. And Mizzou does push up. Magneto ult coming through. Does get blocked by Mag Shield on the side of North Georgia now. And Mizzou forced to be pushed back once again. And, I mean, North Georgia just running them down right now, all the way back into spawn.
Yeah, just a very, very textbook domination strategy from North Georgia here, just kind of controlling leverage points on the map and pushing them into these uncomfortable situations.
Exactly, and now Mizzou forced to regroup back, backstab, looking for a flank angle, I believe, once again. I mean, I think that Captain America is just being a big problem right now for Mizzou, you know, with the flank. It's extremely good dive, and I think Evan is aware of it, but, I mean, there's nothing we can do. We have to continue to be pushed up, and now Magneto ult countering the backstab Star-Lord ult now. Mocha will pop her Luna ult as well. Evan popping his ult, trying to get some value out of it. Does not get the regeneration. But Mizzou now taking an OT on the point, but does have 4 players down, and I don't think Mizzou can hang on any longer, and it might be a sweep from North Georgia here with the first map 100% to 0.
Just complete domination from the first part, and throughout it all, you kind of just saw Mizzou. They fell initially, and there was just that constant battle of trying to get back into the game.
Now we will move on to the next second round now of domination, and
Mizzou kind of switching up the team comps just a little bit.
Evan on the Phoenix now. We have not seen Mizzou on Phoenix a whole lot, and I mean, It is super popular for this kind of map as well on domination. It is super open map, so the Phoenix ult with the huge eagle does make some pretty good damage there. Mingler as well on for his ult, and I think that's all the adjustment they have. And they have to counter that Captain America on North Georgia now. He's doing exceptional damage there on the back line with the flanks and just disrupting the flow of Mizzou, pushing up onto the point.
Yeah, it's up to Skier to try and hit those sleeps better than they have to this point in this game.
Exactly.
You know, you're able to hit a good sleep on a flanking Captain America, and you can DPS him down about 200, 300 damage if the right people peel back.
Exactly. And, I mean, we have Sleep and we have Luna Froze as well, you know, Snowball. So there's definitely tools that we could use to counter this Captain America. We just need to utilize it and notice it better.
Yeah, his mission area has been unlocked now, and instantly will go in the favor of North Georgia before being negated by Mizzou. North Georgia with 4 on point. Mizzou, not a soul there. Need to get someone on point to stop it. They do. Comes off point. North Georgia will take control, and Mizzou will be forced to back off after Skier goes down. And then
now
Backstab Bud goes down. Stratocaster goes down. Now it's just Evan Mingler and Mokatron being forced into another retreat here as North Georgia looks to be dominant once again, taking control of the point.
I mean, you saw the Winter Soldier sum right there. Just went ham with the ulti, too. He got like 3 or 4 players with that ult, just again and again and again. I mean, Mizzou has to put a stop to this. You know, Sum has been the MVP like almost every round now, with either on Hella or Winter Soldier. Now, super
Yeah, very
dominant.
strong DPS. Yeah,
exactly. And now Strato will pop the Captain America ult, trying to push Mizzou onto the point. Mingler getting the kill onto Storm as well. And now Skier will pop his Mantis ult. Mizzou just fighting on the point now. Cloak and Dagger ult is online, and Evan will pop the Phoenix ult. Luna ult comes out to counter. And Mokatron as well. Luna ult. Now they're just having a dance off on the point. No one's really dying. And Backstab popping his ult as well. Mizzou, though, will have 3 players fall, but Backstab trying to get some damage back, killing 2 players. And now Sum, once again, on the Winter Soldier ult, takes out Mingler. And now Mizzou forced to go all the way back once again. And North Georgia will just keep on holding on to the point.
yeah, and you're looking at just a textbook, just clean performance from North Georgia, not letting up an inch. As Mizzou now, good shots in from Evan on the Phoenix, but now at 90 and 96, they have to get on the point here, start contesting, bring it to an overtime, and they will. So now fighting a 99-0 deficit is Mizzou, and yeah, just off the rip, you see just not the greatest of showing here. Stratocaster able to get 1 kill, going for 2.
2 players are down for North
there you
Georgia. Now Mizzou, tides have turned. All 6 players of North Georgia will fall.
Yeah, played very passive to start that push. Let it get all the way to a 99%, but, you know, able to take over the point in the end, and now on their own charge and 10% back for Mizzou.
Exactly, and now Mizzou sitting on 3 ults as well. I mean, we have plenty of utilities to play with. Now Backstab just trying to get some poke damage through, trying to increase his ult charge.
As enemy Captain America ult will come out as they try and reclaim the point. He'll run the shield all throughout
Strato
the point.
will answer back with his own Captain America ult now. And Skier popping the Mantis ult as well. The Cloak and Dagger ult comes out to counter the Mantis ult, and now healer. It's just a healer's game. Some will pop the Winter Soldier ult, trying to get the same amount of damage through, and I mean, Mizzou forced to be pushed back. Storm ult coming through. 4 players of Mizzou are down, and it's just
It's 2 left. Backstab Bud and Stratocaster. Stratocaster low, Backstab Bud low. Backstab Bud goes down. Stratocaster forced off point. They reclaim it, and now they reactivate overtime. Stratocaster coming back into the game, trying to hold the point for as long as possible to get his team back into the game. He falls down. Will the timer run out? Will someone be able to get on point? They will not. And that will close the game, and that will do it. 3-1, North Georgia beats Mizzou in this Marvel Rivals matchup today. Just a very impressive showing from North Georgia. Falling short is Mizzou. Had a bit of issues, had a bit of struggles, especially in that game. And you know, what do you have to say from this matchup?
I mean, I think both times North Georgia just took complete control of domination right there, especially on that last map. I mean, we almost lost 100% to 0 twice.
Yeah.
I mean, but Mizzou came through with the last push right there, last efforts, got to like 30, maybe 40%, but does fall once again to North Georgia, and North Georgia will pick up the match, and now it's 3-1, you know. But it's all good. We're still fine on the season, you know. There's still more matches to come. Minor setback to set up the major comeback.
Yep.
You know, dropping 2 games, but it's okay. But, I mean, we do have another game tonight on live.
Yeah, do not go anywhere. We do have more games tonight for you. Valorant here, I believe, at 8 o'clock will be when it starts.
Exactly.
So do not go far. But that'll be all from us today for Marvel Rivals. We'll catch you later here on Missouri Esports. See you next time.